Welcome back to the All Glass Parts YouTube channel. We are going to address the question today, or answer the question of the differences between the dual arm Entrygard operators made by Truth Hardware. We have three right here, and people ask a lot, what's the difference between the three? Well, there's a big arm on each operator, so that arm is the same on every single one. So if you go end of the operator, or end of the plastic wheel here to the center of the operator, it's 10 7/8. That is going to be the same on every operator, so you don't even need to worry about measuring that. There's one difference between the three. This small arm with the silver clip on it. So you measure end to end. This one is 4 7/16. This one is the most common by far. It is the 6-1343. Comes in lefts and rights, but that one will be on probably 90% of windows out there. The next one, the medium size arm, 3 13/16. That one is the 6-1374. Quite a bit less common, but there is some out there. And again, there's lefts and rights in that one, of course, as well. And then the small arm. This one measures 2 7/8. That is the 6-1382 series. Very rare operator. You don't see them very often. I have seen a couple over the years, but odds are it probably won't be that one. Now we're just going to bring in a fourth operator onto the screen here. Now this is operator part number 6-1587. This has the 4 7/16 arm, same as the 6-1343 we spoke about at the start. However, there is one difference. It's an offset. We get this question occasionally, not very often, but we wanted to address it here. If you look at the arm here, this arm actually offsets down like this. Goes up here and offsets down. So that's the 6-1587. Now the 1343 we talked about at the start, that arm offsets up. So it goes like this, offsets up. Much more common, but there is some operators out there with an offset down arm. So we just wanted to address that to make sure that people knew the difference between an offset up and an offset down arm. So out of all these operators, the dual arm operators, the last question is about handing. Is there what's the difference between a left and a right? Now, Truth does it differently for different operators, so this is not a set rule for everything. But in terms of the dual arm operators, how you're going to determine handing is when you're inside the house standing inside the house looking at the window. If the hinges are on the right side of the window, so the window's going to swing open to the right, you need a left-handed operator. And obviously vice versa, when you're on the inside of the house, if the hinges are on the left, and the window's swinging out to the left, you obviously need a right-hand operator. Again, that is not a set rule for every operator because it is a little different when it comes to split arm operators. It is the opposite actually, but in terms of these dual arm operators, that is how it's done with the handing. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.